Hello students, in this video I am going to teach you how to balance an unbalanced chemical equation. So in the previous video what I sent, you would have got an idea about what is the meaning of balanced chemical equation and what is unbalanced chemical equation. Balanced equation means if total number of atoms present in the reactant side should be equal to the total number of atoms present in the product side. Again I inform you, this is a very important question in the view of final examination, how to balance this chemical equation, and I'll be teaching you. In spite of that, I will be uploading you 2 more animated videos also, so try to understand to your utmost level. And before teaching you how to balance, let I start my video in asking you few questions. So in the screen I have written O2, where O means you are all aware that it is a chemical formula of oxygen. So how many oxygen atoms we have? Yes, it's obvious and simple that we are having 2 atoms of oxygen. Now next example shall I give? You have to find how many atoms we have. So let I take an hydrogen atoms. H represent the chemical formula of hydrogen. So now guess how many hydrogen atoms we have. If your guess was 5, it is completely wrong. The answer is 6 hydrogen atoms. How we came to know it is 6 hydrogen atoms means it is very simple, guys. You need to multiply this numbers. What if we multiply this number? 3 twos are, we are going to 6. So 6 is the total number of hydrogen atoms present. So you should not add the number. You should not add the number and say it is 5. We have to product, or we have to multiply this. We have to take the products. So let I give another example for a clear clarification now. So you're all well aware. Cu means it is a chemical formula for copper. So guess how many copper atoms we have? If your guess was 12, it is absolutely correct. How we got 12? Just multiplying this numbers. That is 3 4s are 12. So by multiplying the numbers, we will be getting total number of atoms present in an element. Okay, fine. Now let I take another example. Okay, let I take this one. So CO2 represents carbon dioxide. My question is that how many carbon atoms are present? The answer is 3. Because if nothing is there, we have to assume 1. 3 into 1 is 3. Okay, this 3 and this 1 will be getting 3. So we are having 3 carbon atom. Okay, how many oxygen atom we have then? How many oxygen atom we have then? We have 6 oxygen atom. If your guess was 2, it is wrong. Why we have 6 oxygen atom? We have to multiply this. Remember guys, this 3 is not only for carbon. This 3 is included even for oxygen also. So while we are multiplying with carbon, we have to multiply this number with oxygen also. So 3 twos are, that is 6. So 6 oxygen atoms we have. This is if you know till here, then I think it is very simple to balance a unbalanced chemical equation. Okay, now last example I give you. Yeah, 3CO2 plus H2O. So this is the last example. So now guess how many oxygen atoms we have here. Totally how many oxygen atoms we are having here, you have to guess. Not only with carbon dioxide, with water also you should guess totally how many number of oxygen atom we have. If your answer was 7 oxygen atom, then it is correct. How we got 7 oxygen atoms? It's so simple. In this compound, we are having 6 oxygen atom, correct? How we got 6 oxygen atom means 3 into 2, 6. 6 oxygen atom. Whereas here we are having only 1 oxygen atom. So here we are having 1, here we are having 6 oxygen atom. Totally if we add 6 plus 1, Totally, if we add 6 plus 1, we will be getting 7 oxygen atoms. Okay, I've given you many examples. If you understood that examples clearly, then you know how to balance the equation. Now coming to our point, how to balance our chemical equations. So this is an example of an unbalanced chemical equation. Y means, see totally how many atoms are present in this entire chemical equation. We have 3 atoms. One is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So we have one carbon atom in reactant side and one carbon atom in product side. And you are all aware from the previous video I said, whatever is there in the left hand side of a chemical equation, it is so called as reactants, and whatever is there in the right hand side of a chemical equation, it is so called as products. And one thing I just want you to inform that if you are heating any compound, we may represent above the arrow mark as HEAT heat, or in a simple word, we can also represent it by a small triangular symbol. This triangular symbol, if you just write above a arrow mark a small triangular symbol like this, then that indicates that we are heating a compound. Okay, coming to our point now. So carbon is balanced. Yes, carbon is balanced. Now checking for the next one, hydrogen is balanced or not. In reactant, totally we are having 4 hydrogen atoms, whereas in product we are having only 2 hydrogen atoms. So the hydrogen is not balanced. Here we are having only, here we are having 4 hydrogen atoms, but here we are having only 2 hydrogen atoms in the product side. So hydrogen is not balanced. So this entire chemical equation is called as unbalanced chemical equation. Now check for oxygen also. In the reactant side we are having 2 oxygen atoms, whereas in the product side we are having here 2 plus here 1, here 2 and plus here 1. Totally we are having 3 oxygen atom in the product side. Again, oxygen atom is also not balanced. So our criteria is to balance both hydrogen and oxygen from this chemical equation. Before you start up doing a chemical equation, how to balance a chemical equation, you should ensure to draw a box around each and every element. The purpose of drawing the box in each element is that nothing inside the box should be changed. Nothing inside the box should be changed. Whatever change we are going to do or whatever number we are going to put just exactly to the left side of the box here. It might be here or here or here, or it might be here too. So any change not should be done inside our box. That is the purpose of putting the box. Now let I balance the atoms now. So carbon is balanced, no need of any worries. Let us check for hydrogen. First, let I balance. Here we are having 4, correct? In the reactant we are having 4. In the product we are having 2. So, I have to check where we are having less number of hydrogen atoms. Yes, it is obvious that we are having less number of hydrogen atom in product side. Less number of hydrogen atom we are having in product side too, whereas we are having more number here. So we need to change in the product side only. Please remember, wherever we are having less number of atoms, there only we need to change. So we are going to write a number here. We are going to write a number here such that it should be getting 4. So what I am going to do means I will write 2. So if I write 2 here, what happens? We are going to get 4 hydrogen atoms. If we get 4 hydrogen atoms, in the product we are having 4 and in the reactant also we are having 4. So hydrogen is balanced by writing the number called 2 before this box. So no worry now. Carbon is balanced, hydrogen is balanced. Now it is our criteria to balance the oxygen atom now. So now check how many oxygen atom we have in the reactant side. Once again, we are having 2 here in the reactant, whereas in the product we are having 2 here as well as 2 here also, because 2 and 1 gets multiplied. So 2 here and 2 here. Totally we are having 4 oxygen atom in the product side and 2 oxygen atom in the product side. So where we are having less number of oxygen atom? In the reactant side. So we need to put a number in the reactant side only. As I said before itself, wherever we are having less number of atom, there only we need to put the number. So here, as I informed earlier, we are having 4 oxygen atom. We are having only 2. So we are going to put the number here. So what number if I put here so that it will become 4? It's obvious that 2. 2 2s are 4. So again here in the reactant side we are having 4 oxygen atom, and in the product side also we are having 4 oxygen atom. Now this is a complete balanced equation. This is a complete balanced equation. That is CH4 plus 2O2 gives CO2 plus 2H2O is a complete balanced equation. Like this only you have to balance the equation. Still I will be sending more animated videos. You try to understand to the utmost level. In spite if you have some doubt also, you can get it clarified through your WhatsApp group. Thank you.